You failed your NCLEX before? You are an international nurse and you don't know how to study for your NCLEX? You are overwhelmed with the NCLEX resources online and you are freaking out? Hey, stay tuned for this video. I've got answers for all your questions and I've got the perfect NCLEX resource for you to pass your NCLEX on your very next attempt. Hey, my name is Mohammed. I am an international nurse all the way from Lebanon. I passed my NCLEX in 2015, and when I came to the United States in 2017, I posted a video on my YouTube channel, which I started brand new to help international nurses come to the United States and pursue their American dream. So I posted a video about how I passed my NCLEX, and you see the video out there. It has more than 6,000 views. And since then, people have been sending me emails, putting comments on that particular video and other NCLEX video that I've made on my YouTube channel. They've been asking me the same question and sharing the same stories. How can I pass my NCLEX? And I failed my NCLEX. How can I pass the next time? People have shared stories of depression, devastation, they're losing hope, they're so sad, their life is flipped around, they've let their friends down, their family down, their teachers down. They feel embarrassed to speak out in the community that they failed their NCLEX, they feel worthless. And then they found me, they found my channel, they found my webinar, then they've gained that self-esteem back and they've asked me for help, and I've helped hundreds pass their NCLEX on their very next attempt. My wife sat for her NCLEX back in January 2017 and I taught her the same methods I teach my students. And she passed her NCLEX with 76 questions. We documented her story online and we've got tons and tons of people reaching out to us and asking for help. And we've helped every single one of them. And you can see my wife's video, it has more than 5,000-6,000 views. I lost count, but tons of people have reached out to us asking for help, and we helped every single one of them. So when people ask me what resources should I purchase to study for my NCLEX, I used to say Kaplan, the QBank, UWorld, CAT Tests, Mark Klimek, but people get overwhelmed with all these resources. But after a while, we found that there are two problems. The first problem, nurses are paying a lot of money for resources. They're paying $800, $900, $1,000 for NCLEX resources, and then they are overwhelmed with all that material because they have to figure out how to break it down and how to put a study plan. And the second group of nurses are nurses who cannot afford these resources, who cannot pay $700, $800, and $1,000 for NCLEX resources. And then we said, that's it, stop. We've got to build a webinar which has the perfect resources out of everything, like the best of Kaplan, the best of Mark Klimek, the best of UWorld, the best of experiences of other nurses in the United States, the best videos, the best tutorials, the best of everything. We put it in one place, one webinar, a 4-week crash course that will teach you everything you need to know about your NCLEX. Within 4 weeks, I can guarantee you that you're gonna pass your NCLEX on your very next attempt by following simple steps. And by saying simple, it's not 30 minutes of studying. It's not 1 hour of studying. It is dedication and hard work. But you know where to put your efforts and your energy, because I'm gonna simplify it to you. Take this, read it, memorize it, you're gonna pass. Period. That's it. So let's move into my workstation and I'm gonna show you exactly how my webinar is built, what does it consist of, and I'm gonna show you exactly how I helped dozens of nurses pass their NCLEX after they were frustrated. They were knocked down by this NCLEX after past experiences, bad experiences with other resources. They were really frustrated, but hey, you've came to the right place. So let's jump into it and I'm gonna show you exactly how it is done. And of course, by the end of this webinar, I'm gonna show you testimonials of nurses who've purchased my webinar. They loved it, they recommend it, and they're gonna tell you all about their experiences. And as well, I'm gonna show you reviews on the website, on the product of people who are currently and previously purchased my webinar and they freaking love it and they recommend it to other people. You're gonna have insights about what people think about my webinar and how it's different from other resources in the market and how it's different to be with a coach live streaming and telling you exactly what to do and helping you in real time and answering your questions, explaining NCLEX in the simplest way possible. So let's move into my workstation. I'm gonna tell you all about it. I'm gonna show you exactly how it works. I'm gonna show you the website. I'm gonna show you everything. So come closer, come a little bit. Let's let's stand right here, stand by my side. I'm gonna show you the desktop. Let me adjust this a little bit. I'm gonna show you exactly how to do it, all right? Let me put the light and then I'll come back. All right, I think this light is way, way better. The link for the website, you can find it down in the description box or here on the screen. I mean, whatever you are watching this, but it is www.nclexwebinar.com. www.nclexwebinar.com. All right, so I'm gonna jump into the desktop. You are able to see this on the screen, but starting from the top, this is my phone number. You can call me at any time if you have questions, if you have whatever. So the times are from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. Central Time. If I did not answer your call, or if I was on another call, please leave me a voicemail and I will get back to you with any questions you have. This is my email. Some of you do not prefer to like have phone calls or conversations, especially millennials. I'm a millennial myself, but you can send me an email to info@alphaslice.org. You can see the email on the screen. Within 24 hours, I'll get back to your question. Okay, now you have my contacts. We're gonna jump into the website. I'm gonna explain it to you and break down the webinar and what it has to offer. This is the homepage. If you are convinced and you wanna book the webinar, you already know me and you know what this webinar has to offer, just join here. It will take you to another page. You purchase it, send me an email, tell me which months you want to join, and let's get this done. But what does this webinar has to offer? All right, why this course? Hey, you've tried other resources, you know the deal. This course is gonna guarantee that on the next time you sit for your NCLEX, you're gonna pass. It's 100% guaranteed. I mean, people are sometimes skeptical. I tell them, try it. The first 2 days, it is 100% refundable. If you thought it's not for you, then no questions asked, I'm gonna refund your money on the first 2 days. If you took the webinar, you followed the steps, and you failed, you get your money back 100% guaranteed. There's no hidden corners, there's no hidden fees. All you need to do is watch my live webinar, do the weekend exams, which I'm gonna talk about, and submit them on time, and then if you fail, then I'm gonna refund your money. I have not refunded anyone yet because no one has ever failed on my watch. All right, so traditional resources, come on, man. You've tried them, they do not work. I mean, they work, definitely, don't get me wrong, but they are not 100%. For the international nurse, I mean, I'm an international nurse myself, and I know what it takes for you to pass your NCLEX. So there's a small video right here. There's my story right here. Here you can book your webinar. So strategies that I have to offer, I will leave you no excuse. I'm telling you. So on this webinar, we're gonna solve more than 1,000 questions. And you're gonna tell me, Mo, like on your webinar 1,000 questions, but Kaplan offers 2,000 questions. I'm gonna tell you, they offer rubbish questions. My questions, you're gonna see 75 of them on your NCLEX, no questions asked. You will see 75 questions out of those 1,000 questions on your NCLEX, guaranteed. These are epic questions. You've got rubbish questions. I could have put 2,000 questions. It's easy. It takes me like 2 weeks or 3 weeks to write another 1,000 questions. I can write like medication calculation, ECG, things that you will not see on your real NCLEX test. But that's what I'm telling you guys. It's not about the amount, it's about the quality. So it's not quantity, it's quality. So you've got the live webinar where you will be sitting with me here, right here, and I will be teaching you, explaining to you nursing content, explaining to you questions, NCLEX strategies, how to solve questions. So it will be live, we'll be interacting. In the comments, you'll put your comments, you'll follow along, I answer your questions. I mean, it's got the live tutorial, the live coaching, the live mentorship, it's another level. And that's what's different. If you purchase a course and you're gonna flip through the pages and you're gonna put a study plan, and you're gonna say like, okay, tomorrow I'm gonna start, today I'm gonna start at 9 a.m. Okay, tomorrow I don't feel good, I'm gonna start at 10. This is not on my webinar. So we start at 9 p.m. sharp. And everyone has to be there. If you are not there for any reason, then you're gonna miss that live thing. But you don't have to worry. Let's say you're working, let's say you're sick, let's say you're in the hospital, let's say you're out, you got stuck in traffic. You don't have to worry, because after the webinar, I will send you a video recording of that session. And then you can watch it on your own pace, and you won't be missing anything. Some people like to take notes, right? I myself like to take a lot of notes. So a lot of people find it hard to take like notes of the rationale, different topics. Like, okay, so let's say we're talking about Addison disease. You don't know what Addison disease is. So you go to Google, you go to your NCLEX resources and try to Google it, try to figure out what Addison disease is, and you know how to answer this particular question or how to find that particular information. Hey, I did the research for you. You don't have to do it all over again. I did the research for you. So if we are solving a question about Addison disease and we explain the rationale, and then you don't need to go ahead and look for extra information, because I already took the notes for you, I did the research, and I put it down on a PDF. And I'm gonna send it to you by the end of each session. So let's say we are solving 40 questions on that day. So the 40 questions, all the rationale, all the explanation, and no extra information, just the information that you need to know for that particular question. For example, if we are talking about ECG, all right, the Board of Nursing does not want you to memorize 36 rhythms. They want 5 rhythms of you. They want you to know 5 rhythms to be a safe nurse and be able to take care of the patient population in the American community. That's it. You don't have to memorize or know 36 rhythms. And this is the same case for every single topic on your NCLEX. That's it. You don't need to know everything. I'm gonna give you exactly what you need to know and memorize them, and you are good. So I'm offering the live webinar, I'm offering the video records if you missed a webinar, and then I'm offering notes, PDF notes, well written. You don't need to do research, and if you need to do research, I'm gonna teach you how to do research. What are the resources, how to navigate the internet very quickly to find the information you are looking for, instead of wasting hours and hours looking for one particular information. And then I'm gonna offer the podcast. The podcast is an audio version of the webinar session. You can listen to it off your phone, and you're gonna tell me, why do I need that? Hey, when you're doing grocery shopping, when you're walking the dog, when you are at the gym, doing household work stuff, I mean, whatever the case might be, if you are not on your computer watching, studying, if you're not studying your notes, then you're listening to the podcast. And it is a game changer. No other resource out there offers this, but I'm telling you, those people who work out and like to keep a healthy lifestyle, they benefit a lot from listening to the podcast while they are at the gym. And the podcast will help you in 2 ways. Actually, it will help. I'll put it in 1 way. I'll summarize it. So the podcast will help you in a way that you watch the live, you know the slides, you know the questions, and then when you listen to them without visualizing them, that will help you to recall slides, and you will have that audio visual memory. And trust me, game changer. It will help you memorize stuff just like that. I mean, if you're listening to the podcast and there's a slide, oh my God, I forgot what that slide's talking about, then you just go to the video, you see that slide, and then you memorize it forever. That's the power of the podcast. So we said live webinar, video recording, PDFs, and podcasts. That's not all. Hey, what I'm offering as well, I'm offering weekend tests. So every weekend, I send you a test. Usually it is on a Saturday. I send you a 75 question test. This test is to evaluate how well you are following up on the webinar, and then it will evaluate your level in terms of the NCLEX and nursing content. And then you have to submit your answers by Sunday at 6 p.m. Central Time. When you submit your answers, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna correct your answers, I'm gonna draw your performance graph, and I'm gonna tell you exactly where are your weak points. And we will tailor a study plan according to your results. But that's not all. Every webinar, I create a Facebook group for the attendees of that particular month. And then the community, the engagement, the way they ask questions. I mean, if you have deficit in any, oh, I didn't understand insulin, and then you ask that question in that community on the Facebook group, people will jump and help you with answers, screenshots. If you need motivation, if you need inspiration, if you are behind on your studies and you ask a question, you ask for help, people jump there to help you. The power of community is amazing, and that's the most valuable thing about this webinar. So I create a Facebook group you will be a member in. I create a WhatsApp group for some people who are in the Middle East, India. They love WhatsApp. They like to be on WhatsApp. So I create a WhatsApp group for them where they will communicate the same thing as the Facebook group. They will communicate on WhatsApp. And not just that, some people who are on Instagram and they don't like WhatsApp, they don't have Facebook, and they want to interact on Instagram, so I also create an Instagram group, though I prefer for everyone to be on WhatsApp or everyone to be on Facebook instead of having these multiple platforms. And during the webinar, when I'm teaching, I will also have a moderator who will answer your questions. If you're struggling with anything, they will answer your questions and keep you on track in terms of the webinar and the logistics of the webinar. Okay, so if you want to summarize, I'm offering the live NCLEX webinar every weekday for 4 weeks. Then you've got the podcast, which is amazing. The notes, game changer. Nurses don't like to take notes, so I've done the research for you. I've done the work for you. I put everything down. We've got the video records in case you missed a webinar, then you don't have to worry about that. We are offering the Test Your Knowledge, which is an exam, 75 questions every weekend. I'll send it to you usually on a Saturday. You have to submit it by Sunday, 6 p.m. And, you know, performance graph, I'll grade it, we'll tailor a study plan for you. You don't have to worry about it. So seriously, what more do you need to pass your NCLEX? This is the 100% ultimate algorithm for you to pass your NCLEX on your very next attempt, I'm telling you. Alright, that's it. The rest of the website, I'm gonna leave it to you to go navigate. I mean, there's videos, there's stories, there's what Alphaslice mean, which is my brand, which is the religion I go by. Alphaslice, go read what it means. There's links to all my social media. Go follow me everywhere. If you're watching this on YouTube and you haven't subscribed to my channel, hey, shame on you. Go subscribe to my channel. All right, so next webinar is due, so go register, email me, tell me which months you want, and then we'll make it happen. Let's make magic happen. Let's help you pass your NCLEX on your very next attempt. It has been nice talking to you. Thank you for staying this far. Until next time, be an Alphaslice.